Join us in a city rife with corruption and mystery. A group of investigators uncovers a series of unsolved murders. This noir-inspired Cthulhu mythos Savage Worlds actual play, the choices made by these investigators will determine not only the fate of Arkham, but the fate of itself. Gavin?
So, I am playing a good old man by the name of William Sherman. He's in his late 20s, confident looking gentleman. I already fucked this up. I hate myself. I can't fucking read, kill me. Luckily, editing's a thing.
Oh yeah. It's wonderful, isn't it?
I hate this place. Why do I play this game? Yes, I will be playing William Sherman. He's a man in his late 20s. Has very short, neatly kept, light blonde hair, very clean shaven, a very distinguished looking individual. Wears a pair of glasses, green eyes underneath. Usually a fairly confident man, but, well, there's been a lot of murders recently and we haven't gotten to the bottom of it.
Peter?
So I will be playing Charles Bailey. He's mid to late 20s with the dark brown hair, got a big mustache. He usually wears like a light brown flat cap, white shirt with the sleeves rolled up, and dark gray slacks and gray vest. Dark leather shoes and matching suspenders. He usually has like a portable camera with him, or as portable as you can get at the time, and a leather case for it hanging at his side. Usually a nice, happy-go-lucky kind of guy. He's a professional press photographer and amateur boxer on the side, so he's kind of a big guy as well.
Back.
I am playing a Rembrandt who is in his mid to late 30s and slightly jaded, Great War veteran, and working as a journalist but covering society pages. So not something that he had given much cause to. It's particularly invested in. Now lives a somewhat solitary life and isn't the most agreeable of people at the best of times.
That, our story begins. The Flash. Everybody is momentarily blinded. Charles's camera. But after blinking a couple of times, thoughts disappear. Or once again, by the eviscerated corpse of one Aaron Dawson.
Aaron or Aaron?
Aaron, A-A-R-O-N.
A Ron. Sorry.
Mayor, well, I guess former mayor of Arkham. And in what used to be his foyer now looks more akin to a slaughterhouse. Same as all the other murders. Bloody. Gruesome. However, still enough evidence base left relatively undamaged. Undamaged is not the correct word, but at least leaves the victim identifiable at a glance.
Huh. Well, at least they did us that courtesy.
I don't know how you eat.
I skipped lunch. Man's gotta eat. He don't mind.
Yeah, well, my stomach's disagreeing with that. Who else is around?
Suspects, you have mostly police. Point. Have them taking individuals, mostly people that work on the property, to talk. The distraught wife is outside. You know, she couldn't bear to be in the house anymore. But it really is a case of your usual suspects. Police, police chief.
I'm gonna walk over to the body. Well, I suppose the largest portion of whatever remains of the body, if I am comprehending this correctly. And go ahead.
No, I was gonna say, is it whole or?
Yeah. Do I have like a torso to work with, or is it like just a head over there, his arms out the window, like?
Arm is not out the window, so to speak. However, the vast majority of innards are missing. So you do have a torso to work with, but not much inside.
Then I will calmly walk over to this torso. Take a kneel down with, care not to stick my leg in blood, because I don't want to get these pants cleaned again. And try to piece something together here. How obviously we know he's dead, but how's he dead? Any evidence of cutting, bashing, broken bones, etc. Well, what organs are missing? I'm just trying to, do the quick examination of the body here.
Okay. Let's do healing, actually. Rather than the actual application of healing, more the knowledge of it. Or we'll do it. The cut, call it that, very clean. A very, very sharp object was used to cut him open. Cause of death is a little hard to tell just because of the amount. But this incision to remove the inner definitely has the look of a trained hand.
What innards are missing here? What organs does he still have, if any?
Answer to that is none. Heart, no lungs, intestines,
Just
kidneys.
looking at a pile of muscle and bones.
Actually, at this point, none of them have been quite so empty. Go ahead. Your roll. Because
That character sheet.
despite you being somewhat of a medical expert, I'll phrase it like that, looking into a human body that's just all of its internal organs like that, little unsettling.
Remind me again where the button is.
The one at the top with the emoji face.
Oh, that one. Yes. Okay.
One that looks like
We're off to a great start, gentlemen.
have a failure. Excellent. Does that exactly mean? Does mean something, and I've completely lost the page. Gotta
Means
love
he's
that.
scared. Or grossed out, maybe. Try not to throw up in the cavity.
There's nothing there to. What am I gonna throw up onto?
Into.
Okay.
It's gonna be more onto because like the thing with your
Please
organs.
go ahead and roll 1d20.
Oh boy. I have rolled a 9.
Gain a level of fatigue. Feel your blood run cold and just don't feel right anymore.
I can understand pulling some things out of the body, but everything? This is everything. Surprised they didn't take the brain as well, honestly. At this rate.
Well, I mean, he's the mayor, not much up there to begin with.
Can I get the attention of either chief or lead detective or whatever, whoever's on the investigation?
Chief himself did see him. He went out with the wife. High-profile person gets the highest level of authority.
In that case, I'll follow them. I'll follow them outside, but I will maintain a distance until they've stopped.
Chief, I'm Carmen Holt. Or Cameron, sorry. Cameron Holt. Gives you a sort of nod as if, say, I see that you're following me. I will get to you once I get done with my job. And make sure to try and get enough distance between and self, so it's a little hard to overhear the conversation having with the now widowed. Going back inside.
I think Charles would, he's still going to be taking pictures, not only of the body where it is, but around the house as well, and try and notice if anything was taken, if anything was stolen, or if there was a fight. So yeah, he's looking around the room, around the house.
There are going to be places where you're just not allowed to.
Not allowed. Makes sense.
Police are currently investigating the property. So, go ahead and give me that note.
Notice. A 2 and a 3. Is that a no success?
Are not able to see anything. If there is anything, it's probably already in custody.
Okay. Well, I mean, he's still taking pictures of the surroundings. He could maybe look at them after he's developed them, pick the good ones for the paper. But yeah.
You think they're gonna let you publish any of these pictures?
Not all of them, I'm sure. Surely some of them. And even if they don't, it's nice to have reference points if we're going to be writing articles about whatever's happening here. Pictures help to put pieces together.
Well, maybe we'll see some pieces to put together later, because the pieces I'm looking at don't appear to be here. At all.
What would drive someone to do such a thing? Like, what goes on in some people's minds?
That is a conversation I don't think we have time to discuss here. I'm gonna turn my attention back to the body. Obviously, the work is very precise, very surgical in nature. Something had to have, killed him, though. I don't think such clean work could be done on a living person. I'll give it just one more comb over, I don't know, cranial trauma, extra incisions, poison, I'm not sure, before... what else is there to...
This is not going to be a healing roll. The reason for that is at this point, you gained all the knowledge you can from looking over the body without touching it. You're gonna actually have to touch the body here. Obviously, in a crime scene, is a bit of a no-no. So I'll tell you what. Give me a stealth check.
Any cops around? Hey, flash your camera real quick.
Give me a stealth check, and if you... what you find.
That's not great.
That's a dramatic failure, right? Or not dramatic, but the bad one.
No.
No?
He rolled a 2 while dying.
2? Oh, I see. Still new to me.
As soon as your hand goes to touch the body, hear what sounds like the snapping of a finger and a voice. Don't touch the body. You know better than that, as one of the officers places himself in between you and the body.
So we're dealing with an empty chest cavity. At this point, what is there even to contaminate? I don't expect you to understand the medical side of this, my friend. But do you see how this man died? Because I certainly don't yet.
We'll see. That is a job for the professionals, not some hack wannabe investigator. What tabloid are you from again?
remember name. It's like Arkham Publishing or something like that, right? What are we? I'm sorry.
Advertiser?
Where are we?
The Arkham Advertiser.
Yeah.
Might want to include that in your note.
Yes. I was trying to quickly glance at the map. All font. But yes, Arkham Advertiser. Now, if I have to say, I don't think your professionals have been doing a very professional job up to this point. Which murder is this?
Pauses. Be the 10th, I believe.
Now, I'm not entirely a gambling man, but when you lose the last 9 hands, I think it's time to tap out.
You actually going for a persuasion here?
I can. I technically have skill in it, so it's a possibility. But I'm at a -1. So actually, I don't even think I can succeed, can I?
Wild die. And if you get a 4, you still re-roll.
You know what? I'm getting fired, guys. I'm getting arrested.
Arrested's more likely.
Listen. I know you think you're the smartest person in the room. Let me assure you, or actually be hired at a hospital nuts.
My apologies that I go across the damn sea to serve this country when I was called upon, and I come back and they throw away my... You know what? You can deal with the murder then. And you know what? When the next person that gets murdered is in the police department, because it seems like that's where we're going with the dead mayor here, I won't even bother looking at your body. You can figure it out. I'm gonna leave the room.
Heading outside or just to a different room?
He's just gonna start. I'm just starting to walk. I don't want to actually continue to yell at the police. I think I have enough common sense to know that that's usually a bad idea, but I'm just gonna put some distance between myself and the situation.
Back outside. The police captain moved the widow, Eliza Dawson, far enough away that can't necessarily eavesdrop all that easily. Roughly about, if you wait, it's going to take about 10 minutes for this interview. That time you're willing to wait, or...
I'm going to stand there. I'm going to take the old notebook out of the inside pocket. And there with a pen, just like tapping it really impatiently.
Pays you no mind as you do. Time. Closes his little notebook that he had been writing in. Up to you. That was rather rude of you. And they're tapping the entire time. But what can I do for the esteemed press, as it were?
I was just wondering if you got a statement.
Oh, you've heard me say these words 14, what, how many times now?
9.
Well, go ahead and flip back through your little book and just write them down.
So you're telling me no suspects, no leads, no inquiries, nothing?
Takes off his hat, his curly blonde hair.
Honest and blue.
Sighs. He looks down, kind of dejected. No. Had any? Going after them all. And at this point, I would even put some police work aside just on the off chance that we would correct. Too many bodies.
Well, so you and I have a little heart to heart. A little bit later, quiet a place.
Off the record?
Off the record. You and me, we share what we know. Help each other out. And maybe I can start telling a story worth telling and move away from art galleries and soirees and salons and all that.
Guess that's
You-
why.
You make commissioner on the back of this one.
Guess that's why you're here, right? High profile.
Absolutely. First one. Well, that was interest. This is becoming a career-making story, right?
Kind of tucks his hat underneath his armpit. And back in. And in too.
Well, it depends if we're going to have a conversation later or not.
Tell you what. Be there. And if we are, I'll show up. If not, well, right by yourself.
Yeah, right. Is there somewhere... Okay, what do we know about him already? Is he a drinker?
Give me common knowledge.
Okay. Four.
He is not a heavy drinker. He will partake, and unlike the current commissioner, he is the main one that turns a blind eye to the speakeasies in the city. He's the one that something gets reported, if it gets to his desk before the commissioners, well, that one just happens to disappear.
Okay, is there a speakeasy on this?
The map, no, does not show speakeasies.
Oh, okay. No, I was just having a look at the key. Yeah, I'll invite him to a place which is got a little an underground seating area.
There is a notable Are you looking for something a little bit more high class? Or something a little bit more seedy?
Somewhere that it's not going to be somewhere that we can go a little bit unnoticed. Nobody's going to pay too much attention to a police chief being there.
Well, there's two. The higher class speakeasy. We'll call it the Marbles. And then there's also another one known as Two Birds. Pretty much, they're a known quantity for the most.
Well, how about we meet in the Marbles? This one's on me.
Kind of raises his eyebrows a little bit. Place where you don't. Penniless.
Yeah, I'm gonna die penniless as it is. Just helping me on my way.
He opens the door, props it open with his foot, and gestures for you to take a step in. You're hidden.
Yeah. Pocket the notebook for the time being. Stand back and observe. I'm just going to observe, actually.
He shrugs and on inside the building, closing behind him. Who exactly are you observing outside?
I want to. It's the who's coming and going.
Right now, the only people coming and going are police. With the one notable exception of a medical transport coming in.
Any rubbernecking?
Why don't you give me a notice? And yes, before anybody asks, that was me looking up what that term even meant. Yeah.
You've never heard rubbernecker?
Nope.
Oh, interesting.
Oh, a 5.
Nice.
Where are you getting the +2 from? Just out of curiosity.
I have 6 in notice, and that is the +2 is on my. I got alertness. Not much. I'm very observant and perceptive, and adds +2 to his notice to hear, see, or otherwise sense the world around him.
Clarify.
Yeah, for sure.
Right. No. There is nobody looking about with as if they're trying to see what's going on. Like everybody here kind of knows. Everybody's here with a specific job. The only person that doesn't have a job really is the widow, who has taken a seat on the bench that sits in the yard and sobs.
Looking over, there's a moment, and it's the. Yeah, well, we all lost people. Sorry, you're not the first.
That more to yourself, or was that aloud so she could hear?
No, it was very much to himself.
Okay, I was like, whoa. Okay. Heading in or staying out?
I'll stay out, but obviously I'll defer over to the others.
Well, heading back in. Where? Mr. Bailey,
Yes.
what are you up to now that your compatriots have kind of left you alone?
Let's see. It's not actually his job to engage with people and ask questions and get responses. He's just there for pictures. But he will try and make some small talk. Maybe they'll let something slip.
Talk to.
I guess the guy that shooed
William?
William away, yeah. So, number 10. Man, that is... How many does it take to be a serial killer again?
I'd say
3. This guy is just nuts. Never heard anything like this before. Do you think he's got it out for the mayor? Is there some personal thing or anything linking him?
kind of glances over her and then get better. I mean, if it was an isolated case, like if this was the only body found like this, I'd say, yeah, it's something personal. But 9 other bodies. Now, are all 9 of them as cleaned out on the inside as Mayor here is? Not so much. Doesn't look for like a lack of trying in their case. Hello? Oh, there we go. Sorry.
There, yeah.
Just maybe he had more time on this one.
And you guys have like plans for dealing with this guy? Because this is, you know, I got family to worry about. I don't. If this guy's just hitting random people, what am I supposed to be doing?
I hate saying the word random. I don't really think people choose targets to kill at random. I just don't think that's a thing. There's always got to be some reason behind it. Some logic. Now, is this logic a bit more obtuse? Yes.
Got any theories?
None that we're willing to share with the press.
Personal opinions? Off the books, to say? I ain't got a notepad on me. This thing doesn't record voice.
That'll be a dark day once they figure that out. Thinking those type of thoughts is a little bit above my pay grade, as it were.
Yeah. Speaking of above my pay grade, I'm not really supposed to be in here talking. I'm just here to take pictures. So, you think I could get one of the force at work? Might put some people at ease to see that y'all are actually doing something, even if they can't see what y'all are doing.
He looks over your shoulder as the captain comes in and he goes, "You'd need to ask him."
All right, I will do so. Give a little salute and approach the captain. Excuse me, sir. I was wondering if I could get a picture of the police force at work to show the people of the city that you are actually doing things, doing something, trying to figure this out. Because from what I hear, they're kind of losing faith in you. I think this would help bolster the people's opinions of you, at least.
You can see he's somewhat taken aback, not necessarily because of your question, but because he had just literally entered the building and you kind of leapt on him, as it were.
As the press do.
He pauses for a second. That would be fine.
Oh, excellent. I'm not totally familiar with how you work, so act natural.
He kind of gestures back behind you to the room, and as you turn, you see that even the individual that you were speaking with have kind of returned to what they were doing. And it's a sparse room, but there's still 3 to 4 officers, you know, going through different things, looking at some of them looking at paperwork, probably statements if you had to guess. There are a couple that are inspecting blood splatter and stuff like that. Go ahead and give me a... what would be a good roll? Give me a notice roll.
Alright. Ooh.
You are able, just by looking at the room, you are able to find the precise point where you'd want to stand. One, you get all the police in shot, doing their busy work, or doing their work. You're able to get most of the... No, not most. You're able to get all of the gore out of the scene, but you're still able to convey the gravity of the crime that was committed here.
Excellent. And whoosh. Big flash.
I would say at this point, William, there's only so much house to roam before you're back in the foyer.
He's had a moment to think, and maybe cool his temper a little bit. Come back in.
And I think it's at this point we're gonna call the session here. See everybody next time on Shadows over Arkham. This is See You Later from Rollsborne. Catch you next time.